The collector's room. I shouldn't be doing this, I really shouldn't, but I have to document it. Something is wrong with my apartment. My name is Leo. I moved into this old building a few weeks ago. It's cheap, centrally located. Perfect for a struggling artist like me. But it's unsettling. There's this one room, the spare bedroom. The landlord said the previous tenant left a lot of stuff behind, that he was a collector. He just vanished, said it was a personal project, and left everything. I've been trying to clear it out, but it's overwhelming. The room is filled with things. Old dolls, taxidermied animals, antique clocks, photographs, all meticulously arranged. It's not just the quantity, it's the order. Everything is categorized, labeled, almost worshipped. At first I just thought the guy was eccentric. Now, I'm not so sure. Things have started to shift. Objects move on their own. I'll swear I put something somewhere only to find it in a completely different spot. And the photographs, they seem to change. Faces subtly alter. Expressions twist into something malicious. I'm starting to feel like I'm being watched, not by a person, but by the room itself. Like the objects are observing me, cataloging my movements. I need to figure out what this collector was collecting and why he disappeared before it's too late. The room is meticulously organized. Every item has its place. Dolls are grouped by age and material. Clocks are arranged chronologically. Photographs are categorized by subject. Faces, landscapes, animals. It's unsettlingly perfect. I started documenting the room, photographing each item, and cataloging it in a digital database. As I did, I noticed patterns. The collector seemed obsessed with capturing moments in time. Each object was a frozen fragment of a lost memory. But the patterns were also disturbing. The doll's eyes seemed to follow me as I moved around the room. The clocks all stopped at the same time. 3:17. And the photographs, they were all slightly off. Perspective was distorted, colors were faded, faces were blurred. I tried to rearrange the objects, to break the collector's order. But no matter what I did, they always seemed to return to their original positions. It was like the room had a will of its own. The photographs were the most unsettling part of the collection. They depicted a variety of subjects, landscapes, animals, portraits, but all the portraits shared a common characteristic. The faces were strangely vacant, devoid of emotion. As I examined the photos more closely, I began to notice subtle changes. Expressions shifted, eyes widened, mouths contorted into grimaces. It was like the faces were coming to life, revealing their hidden emotions. I started to recognize faces in the photos. They were people I knew, friends, family, co-workers, but their expressions were wrong. They looked terrified. I realized that the collector hadn't just been collecting objects, he had been collecting people. He had been capturing their emotions, their memories, their very essence. I started hearing things in the room, whispers, murmurs, fragments of conversations. They seemed to come from the objects themselves. I tried to record the sounds, but the recording devices always malfunctioned. The audio files were filled with static and distortion. I realized that the room was filled with echoes of the past. The collector had somehow captured the emotions and memories of the people in the photographs, and they were now trapped within the room. I started to feel like I was losing my grip on reality. The line between the past and the present was blurring. I was starting to see faces in the shadows, hear voices in the wind. I found a hidden mirror in the room, concealed behind a stack of old paintings. When I looked into the mirror, I didn't see my own reflection. I saw the face of the collector. He was smiling. I realized that the collector hadn't just disappeared. He had merged with the room. He had become a part of the collection. He was using me to complete his work. He was collecting my emotions, my memories, my essence. I tried to escape, but the room wouldn't let me. The doors were locked. The windows were sealed. I was trapped. I looked into the mirror again. This time I didn't see the collector. I didn't see myself. I saw nothing. My reflection had vanished. I was completely absorbed into the collection. I am now a part of the room. I am one of the objects. The past is never truly gone. It lingers, echoes, and can consume us if we're not careful. Be mindful of the things you collect, the memories you hold on to, and the shadows that follow you. What do you collect? What fears does this story evoke? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you feel like something is watching you, maybe it is.